Okay. Very good job, first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So good that you've hit on a couple questions. First of all, let me just be specific. Out of the 4 areas, you chose growth 50? Yes? I need an
Yes.
affirmative answer.
Yes, yes, sir.
Growth 50. When you say your concept is multi-channel or omni-channel?
Multi-channel.
Why?
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, social media, every social media.
What would be omni-channel?
Sorry?
What would be omni-channel?
Just one.
And you went 3? Right?
Yes.
Come on now, wake up, because you did a good job. You can make it through this part. We're gonna have a shot. What Gen Z behaviors did you discover are most prevalent through your concept?
So the most common behavior is probably just going on the internet, social media. So that's what we're trying to target.
Just like Jerry said, every morning the first thing you do is wake up and check your Instagram or your Snapchat. That's definitely the biggest trending topic.
What would then be most adaptable behaviors for future generations?
Any apps that come into place that are more popular or seem to have more users, they can easily wipe out Snapchat or Instagram, but our technology and our ideas can easily be evolved to any new application.
I think another behavior that Gen Zers would be adaptable to is just how much they're influenced by other people and by people online especially, because when people see something, they don't want to be left out and they want to do just what everyone else is doing. So that's another behavior.
One of the things you talked about was not hiring additional staff. Are you sure about that? And I just want to ask you a question and get you to think about it. Does your plan include any hiring changes given your strategic direction for attracting Gen Z?
Correct, I did not mention any increase in staff. There are about 3 estheticians.
How does it work right now? Give me an age group who's most of the employees of Macy's now. What generation?
So the employees
Are
who are
they-
behind the makeup counters are usually above 40 years old.
All right,
They're
now keep playing, keep going. You're doing great. Where am I going with that?
It's not matching with the Gen Zers.
Does it have to?
Not particularly.
So then tell me why it does and tell me why it doesn't.
I'll tell you why it doesn't. It's because, in my personal opinion, I think most people believe in this. If someone's doing the job well enough, it doesn't really matter how old they are.
Right, but then that flies totally in the face of what you just talked about with social media influence. You specifically said people feel left out.
No, I mean.
So one of the things that you all do as a generation, Gen Z, is I gotta be with like this person over here. So if you have people who are hired who are Gen Z and you got a Gen Z marketing concept, it might go over better from one Gen Z person to a Gen Z consumer. Maybe not. I mean, Quinn's saying, I don't think so. But does that mean more training? Does that mean more Gen Z people? I just want you to sell it.
I'm sorry, I beg to differ, but...
Then differ.
Yeah, I believe that hiring Gen Zers would be a nicer idea because people would, if it were me going to any Macy's store, then I would first of all check who's gonna do my makeup and who's like, people will be there to suggest like clothing to me, so they should be professional. And so we would definitely hire Gen Z.
I have a mutual opinion because one is because we are having the customer post on their social media. So it doesn't really matter what kind of people that's behind the counter that's doing the makeup. But second, as Ayushi said, more Gen Zers are employed in Macy, more welcomed we feel when we go into Macy Makeover Challenge. So I think it both go on their way in a sense.
So no changes in hiring.
No.
Anybody know what hyperconnectivity means?
answer.
Sure you do.
the overactive amounts of being connect with every single
Very good,
person.
that's pretty close. Explain the concept of hyperconnectivity in relation to your concept.
I will explain. Hyperconnectivity is, my best explanation I would give is the act of being way too connected with the internet, social media, the outside world, really missing out on individuality. Now, yes, our concept and idea does almost say, yes, come be more connected, and it, in a bit it's negative for the up and coming generation who should be staying maybe away from social media, for some people who believe that, and it does boast a higher usage of social media. Although I see this world going into a much more technological universe, so
Better for your idea or worse?
it would be better for our idea. Maybe not so much better for
Human being as in.
human population.
And even though the social media aspect and the internet is being used more, like the goal would be for Macy's, the actual Herald Square, to be populated, which would be like off of the internet and be interactions between human to human, not just through the internet.
Agreeing with what Brandon said, these makeovers really do bring people into the physical store, which I mentioned is a huge
I mean, that's
issue.
what I liked about it, that you get that one thing going and all the other wheels spin.
Exactly.
Because
That's
of
exactly how
the
you
clothes, the, you know.
Just
And that's
like
one of the,
exponential.
you got to one of the cruxes of this problem is, how do you get people in a physical store to still do the work of buying? All right, where does your concept fit into the minds of the Gen Z consumer with regard to Maslow and his hierarchy of needs?
Our idea,
Don't bullshit me.
I cannot
not
speak,
familiar.
I understand the silence is regarded to the unawareness of Maslow and his current beliefs.
That's where you should
I
stop, right there.
apologize, I cannot give you any more information about
Very good.
Maslow, but I will find out.
Stop right there, don't go any deeper. Very good. Nice job, y'all.